guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be my building and organizing my dream bookshelf video. I am so overly excited, y'all have no idea. So as you can see next to me, I have my old bookshelf. This is from Target and it has done me very well over the last few years. I've pretty much completely grown out of it. I do have a few like decorations here and there that I technically could take out and put more books, but I have been saying for a few months that I wanted to get the Billy bookcase from IKEA. It's the very typical bookshelf that everyone has, and for good reason, because there's a lot of room and it's a very pretty white bookshelf. So these two are very similar, but I've been saying that I've wanted this bookshelf for a few months now, and honestly, I've been wanting it for a few years, but there was no reason to get it at first because I just did not have that many books. But my birthday was a few days ago, and yesterday I was home alone. My boyfriend was at work, and when he was on his way home, he texted me and said, like, put your shoes on and meet me outside, like I'm taking you somewhere. And I had no idea what was going on. And then when I got in the car, he said, I'm taking you to IKEA and I'm buying you the Billy bookshelf. So thank you to him. He helped me build it last night. I love him so much. If you're watching this, thank you again. I'm just rambling now. Y'all are here to see me organizing these bookshelves. I'm so excited to get some new decorations and like, oh, I'm just so excited, you guys. I love watching these videos. I literally watch bookshelf organization videos all day long, every day. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are not already. And yeah, the first thing I think we need to do is take all of the books off of this shelf and move this shelf somewhere else, and then we'll put this shelf where that shelf is right now, and then we'll start organizing, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and just start taking all the books off. Here is one like final overview of my old bookshelf. It is, like I said, pretty much filled up besides just that being there and then like this random stuff. So pretty much filled completely out. Look at how much taller this one is. And then there's also, oh my gosh, can this thing chill? Yeah, there's one extra shelf on this new one and it's just a lot wider. So I'm so excited. Oh my god. I don't know if y'all can even see this right now, but this disco ball, it's not even really a disco ball, it's like a plant holder, but this is the cutest thing ever. And I just have my little like mini cowgirl hat on here, but this is my all-time favorite bookshelf decoration. I just took all of my books off and it's so crazy seeing them all like clumped together like this. I wonder how many I have. We'll have to count at the end and see how many I actually have. I now have to move this bookshelf out of here and put this one where that one is, but this is going to be difficult because one, they're really heavy. This one's not that heavy, but this one's kind of heavy. And also just like the way they're positioned, I feel like I'm gonna have to move this one before I can even get this one out. This might be like a 30-minute ordeal. My dog gets so scared when I move stuff. Zeus, it's okay. Should I sweep where my bookshelf used to be before I put the new one there? I probably should, right? Okay guys, I got it in its place. This thing is so much bigger than my old one. I just realized I moved my old one with all the stuff still up here. I don't know how my Harry Potter Lego castle did not fall, but I would have probably screamed if that thing fell and shattered. Okay, I've got the new bookshelf over here and I'm really hoping that this window does not like wash everything out, but I think we're going to start at the top and kind of work our way down. I know 100% that I will not fill this bookshelf up, obviously, but we're gonna have to, I don't know if I want to leave like, you know, full shelves empty, or if I just want to like really space everything out, like put series together and stuff like that. So we're gonna do what we can. But yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of follow the same like outline as my old bookshelf. So like fantasy towards the top, then romance, then thriller. Thriller is not my favorite genre. It used to be, but not anymore. And so I don't care for it to be up high. And I don't really film a lot of my videos sitting in front of my bookshelf just because of like the light situation. So I'm not too worried about like what books will be seen in like the backgrounds of the videos, you know, if I'm sitting on the floor. So We're gonna do fantasy, romance, thriller. Hopefully y'all can see up here because I can't see what y'all are seeing, but I ended up putting the Harry Potter castle on the top, and then I have my 2 Harry Potter books over here. I also ended up putting the Shatter Me series on this side for now because I only have 2 of those books, and I didn't love the 2 books that I read so far in the series, so it's not like, I don't have any decor for that series, if that makes sense, and I just like don't really care where it is right now. Nothing that I'm doing right now is set in stone. Like, I'm gonna get this all set up and then we're gonna see what it looks like at the end. But that's the setup for now. And then I think the next shelf will be the Sarah J. Maas shelf. So let's start doing all that. This is so exciting. I've never had enough room to have all my Sarah J. Maas books on one shelf. It's always been like the ACOTAR and Throne of Glass on one shelf and then Crescent City on another because I've never had shelves wide enough. So this is so exciting. It's moments like this where I wish that I had like a microphone that I could hook onto my shirt or just like hold, because I feel like it's gonna be so echoey, and when I turn around and talk, who knows if y'all can hear me. But I'm gonna pull these out. I think I like this so far. I now kind of want to put Onyx Storm up here where the Shatter Me series is, because I feel like the castle kind of goes with Onyx Storm, you know? Like, there's castles and stuff in Onyx Storm, or the not Throne of Glass, Fourth Wing series. I really need to get the first and second book in this series. I don't know why I don't have it. I mean, I know why, because I read the first and second books on the Kindle, but I really need to get a physical copy. I feel like I need to angle y'all away from the window a little bit. Hopefully it's not too annoying, but I think on this one, I'm gonna just do all my other fantasy books. If y'all have not watched me finishing, it was the video before this one, I think, but it was me finishing series I'm in the middle of. I finished the last 2 books in the Caraval series. You should go watch that video because it was a fun video, and it's a new series that I'm doing, but I had the time of my life finishing the Caraval series. I haven't read Spectacular yet, but this is definitely one of my, I guess you could say it is one of my favorite series. Like, I just had so much fun reading this. Okay, I think I've shown y'all this multiple times, but last year at some point, I got on Instagram and Stephanie Garber, who is the author of the Caraval series and the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, she had posted like 40 seconds ago when I saw it, and she was doing a giveaway to the first like 1,000 people who entered into this like thing on her website. And the first like 1,000 people who entered it got a special early edition, not like early edition, but like an early look at the Spectacular book, which was the new holiday novella that came out in the Caraval series. And I was one of the first 1,000 people. And so before Spectacular came out, I got this little piece of artwork, which was in the Spectacular book. And then like a little note from Stephanie Garber just saying like, thank you. And then like, you know, this is when Spectacular comes out. I think this is just like the coolest thing ever. It wasn't like sent to me like that, but it's cool that only a certain number of people got this, you know, even though now everyone knows this artwork because if you have the Spectacular book, it's in there. But I just think it's so cool that like I'm one of the rare people, not like rare, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. I'm thinking I have this book. I don't know what these are called. Do these have a name, like book holders? But I don't know what else it would be called. I don't know what this is called, but I'm thinking as a part of like the decor, I could set this in here and put it either on top of the Caraval series, or I could put it like next to it. I'm thinking next to it to kind of like fill the shelf up. Let's just see how it looks. Okay, I'm thinking it does look cute. I don't know if y'all can see, but I have the Cruel Prince series over here. I just feel like this still looks a little awkward. Like I need to put something right here. We may have to go to Goodwill in this video to see if I can find any decor. I'm honestly really happy with how this is looking so far. Is that all of my fantasy books? I think it is. So yeah, I definitely need something to go right here. So I think when my boyfriend gets home, we may make a trip to Goodwill. I want my boyfriend wants a 3D printer, and I'm thinking about getting him one for his birthday. That's not a spoiler, he knows, but he said that if he got a 3D printer, he would start making me bookshelf decor, because like I want a dragon for the Fourth Wing series and just like all these other things. And so we've been just looking at 3D printers and like the stuff you can make. So I think I might get him one for his birthday so that it also benefits me. And I told him to like start a business on Etsy if he can like make really cool bookshelf decor. Yeah, I'm just rambling, but let's just keep going. Honestly, this was like my favorite part. Fantasy is just like, I would read fantasy forever and forever and forever. But now we're gonna get on to the romance. So I think I'm over the color coding. I used to be like that, and now I just think it looks a little tacky. No hate to anyone who has it like that. I had it like that for years, and I just do what you want with your own bookshelf. You know, like you shouldn't let other people tell you what to do with your own bookshelf. But I think that I'm gonna do it by author now, even though I don't really have a lot of romance books by like the same authors. Like, well, so I have a lot of Colleen Hoover books, and that's probably the most romance books I have by one author. And I don't even really like Colleen Hoover anymore, so I don't even know if I should keep her books. We'll do it for now, just to like get filler into this bookshelf. But you know, I'm doing a lot of talking and not a lot of organizing, so we're just gonna go ahead and get right into this. I was gonna ask how this was looking so far, but the books decided to fall, so. I forgot that I have this really pretty Waterford crystal clock. Usually it was on top of my bookshelf, like the very, very top, like not a real shelf. I'm holding on to this for dear life because it was a few $1,000s and it was an antique and a gift. But I'm thinking this maybe could be some bookshelf decor now. I really think it could be. I'm trying to think if I have any fantasy books that have to do with like a clock or a clock tower. The only thing I can think of is Harry Potter, like the clock tower at the top, you know, or was it even a clock tower or was it just the bell? I think there was a clock up there, right? I might be delirious right now. I don't know if there was a clock. Either way, I think that this would be a really pretty piece of decor on the bookshelf, so we might have to find some way to implement this. Guys, this is so cute. I'm loving it so far. I feel like I need to just like step back over here and really look at it. Okay, yeah. I'm really liking that. This is so exciting. I'm literally having the best time ever right now. All a girl needs is a bookshelf. Like, I'm just a girl. All I need is a bookshelf and I'll be happy, you know? I'm like actually thoroughly surprised at how much room I'm taking up. It's just nice to like space things out, you know? Can y'all even see what I'm doing? I feel like I should put all the rest of the books on the floor and then I'll sit down. I think that makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I'm having like so much gratitude right now. Like, I love you guys and I'm having so much fun building this bookshelf. Oh my god, guys. Now that I'm sitting down here, do y'all see where the nail went through? And how is that even possible? There's a nail coming through the back of this. I did this with my last bookshelf and I did it again with this one. I don't even remember putting screws in this area. That is so upsetting. That's not my problem right now though. I forgot to tell y'all though that I just found my Harry Potter spell book that was in the very bottom of the pile. So that's gonna have to go up there, but we're gonna finish doing romance down here. I completely forgot that when the camera was over there, y'all could not see what I was doing down here. So I just filmed the whole video of me putting all those up, but y'all could not see that. So I'm showing y'all now though. I don't think I'm happy with these bottom two. This one is okay because like I said, I just don't care for thriller right now. I haven't for a while. I just don't read that much thriller anymore. I don't know how much I love this shelf. So this is just my little thing with all of my, it's really my TBR jar that I made, but I have all of my bookmarks in there. But I feel like I need to like space these out some. The only author that I feel like I could like maybe space out, you know, to put over here alone is Colleen Hoover. I have like 4 or 5 books by her maybe. I'm gonna have to play around with this for a second. I also have this plant that, which way does it go? I had this on top of my old one. I don't know if I can get this up here. So I had that plant on top of my old one because with like, if you take into account like the leaves that come out, it was almost as long as this bookshelf. So it looked really good up there. Now I just think that that looks kind of awkward, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep that up there. I think I am done though, guys. I don't know. I think down here still looks pretty weird, but I just don't have anything else to put right there right now. I think the decor I had ended up being, oh my gosh, did y'all just hear my voice? I think that the decor that I had ended up being enough, but I think we're going to go right into the bookshelf tour. Up at the very top, I have the first 2 books in the Shatter Me series. I read these last year, and I just don't know if I love the Shatter Me series, so I don't know if I'm going to continue it, but I don't want to necessarily get rid of these books. So those are up there by their lonesome self. And then next to that, I have the Harry Potter castle that I got for Christmas. It has like Voldemort and a genie, and then over here is like Bellatrix and Molly, and then obviously like Neville and Harry down there, which it's only fitting to put the Harry Potter books next to it. So I have, this is a first edition of the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. My aunt actually got this book at an airport. Someone got up for their flight and left the book in their seat back like 15-20 years ago, or whenever the book came out, and so she picked it up and took it home, and it is a first edition, so I love that. And then this is the one that I was telling y'all about that I forgot about. It's just an unofficial, what does that say? Unofficial Ultimate Harry Potter spell book. It just has like every spell in the movie and more. And then I used to have the entire paperback of this series, and I left it at my dad's house, and for some reason the second book's the only one I could find, so I don't know where the rest went. But and then I have a little mandrake that I've had for a while that I got in like one of those machines at like a CC's or something. I don't know where it was, maybe it was the mall, but very fitting to go right there. Then we come down to my beautiful Sarah J. Maas shelf. Like I said, I've never had a bookshelf wide enough to put all 3 series on here, so I am so excited for this. We obviously have the ACOTAR series, the Throne of Glass series, and the Crescent City series. I'm in trouble now because whenever the next book in, I guess there's enough room for the ACOTAR series. I can just put it on top or underneath. But when the next Crescent City book comes out, I don't have any room. So yeah, I feel like that shelf is just pretty self-explanatory. Like everyone knows all of these series. This might be my favorite shelf. I'm not even gonna lie. So over here I have Onyx Storm and Powerless. I actually haven't even started this series. Like I have not read this book yet. I just got it a few weeks ago. But I really like how the black looks together right there. So I put those 2 together. I need to get the rest of the Fourth Wing or the Empyrean series. I don't know why I don't have them. I mean, like I said, I do know why I don't have them because I read them on the Kindle, but you would think with how much I love the series, I would have bought the first and second book in the physical form, but it's okay. And then I have that little Waterford crystal clock right here. I just didn't know where else to put it. Like, I'm not going to put it down there with the thrillers. I just realized the 50 Shades of Grey book fell. Maybe I need to, we'll figure that out in a second. But, yeah, I put that right there. I just didn't know where else to put it. And then I have the beautiful Caraval series. I'm obsessed with how this is just kind of in the middle and how it's, you know, like horizontal. It just like takes the stage right here. So I have these 3 books. I still need to read Spectacular, and then I put that special thing that I got in that little holder, and I just think that looks so good right there, especially with like how white this is going into the Cruel Prince, which is obviously a white book. So yeah, then I obviously have the Cruel Prince series. I still need to read How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories. I think that's the next book in the series, and maybe the last one. I'm not sure. But I also read The Queen of Nothing in my last video that I was just talking about, where it was the finishing series I'm in the middle of. So go watch that if you haven't already. But I'm obsessed with that shelf. Then we go down to my first romance shelf, which is honestly pretty much the same as on my last bookshelf. So I kind of put authors together. So we have Lynn Painter, which is Better Than the Movies, Mr. Wrong Number, and then I just put the 7-year slip there, even though I don't have another book by Ashley Poston, but I put that next to it because I liked the bright colors. And then we have Allie Hazelwood, which is Check and Mate and The Love Hypothesis, and then we have Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly. What is this? Funny You Should Ask by Elisa Sussman. And then I have 2 Christina Lauren books, which is Love and Other Words and The Unhoneymooners. I don't know what edition this is, but it's not like the normal edition. I got this off of eBay, and I think that because it's a little bit different, it is such a cute cover. And then I have my... well, I have The Summer Broken Rules, which is the only book that I have by K.L. Walther. Then I have 2 Daisy Jones, not Daisy Jones in the 6 books. I have 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books, which is Forever Interrupted. I really did not like that book. I don't know why I still have it. And then obviously Daisy Jones in the 6. And I have 1 book by Carly Fortune, which is Every Summer After. Then I have my beautiful little disco ball planter with the, oh, okay. I don't even remember where I got this from. We used to put it on my little teacup chihuahua, but it's just a little cowgirl like sequin hat, and I kind of just love to have it on top of there. So then I have my Emily Henry books. I am not even a big Emily Henry fan. I'm really not. I don't love her books, but I think that the covers and the spines are beautiful. So I thought it was, I guess, maybe kind of fitting to let them have their own space. I also do want to keep reading her books. You know, maybe one day I'll change my mind about her and I'll just like love a book, but for now, she's not my favorite. Okay, I'm sweating, guys. We need to get down here though. So down here, I have my Colleen Hoover books and then my Mia Sheridan books. So It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, Ugly Love, what is that? Reminders of Him. I don't like Colleen Hoover anymore. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her writing. So I might end up getting rid of these books, like taking them to Goodwill or donating them. But for now, I'm keeping them. And then I just have Archer's Voice and Becoming Calder. Then I just put my little jar with all of my, oh my God, what are these called? Bookmarks in them. And then I put The Summer I Turned Pretty. I need to sit down. I'm like squatting. So then I have it, The Summer I Turned Pretty series. I actually have another version of the first book. This is the first one that I got, like when I read the book, but it's with the real people on it from the TV show. It kind of bugged me because whenever I got these are all falling. This is not good. But whenever I got the second and third books, because I got this off Amazon and they sent me this one, and then when I got the second and third, they sent me the original, so I didn't have the first one to match it. And then I was at Goodwill a few months ago and they had the first book, and I was like, you're coming home with me. So I ended up I now have a matching set of these books. And then I crocheted this turtle last year, and I feel like, I don't know, like a little sea turtle with like a summer series, it kind of goes well together. So put those together. And then over here, I do not love this part of my bookshelf. Like, this might be my least favorite part. So I have 50 Shades of Grey. Absolutely hated this book. It was so gross, which is funny because I love the movies. I love the movie series. It's so good, but this was like unbelievably disgusting. So I will be getting rid of this eventually. And then I have If He'd Been With Me. The funny thing about these 2 books is on my old bookshelf, I didn't even realize it, but I had these 2 with my thrillers. I think I just accidentally threw it in there because like all the black covers, obviously like dark black covers, So these weren't even with my romance books for the past like year and a half, but they are now. I have The Wedding Ringer by Carrie Ray, which is I've never seen anyone talk about this, but it was a really cute book. I'd recommend it. Kismet, The Paper Palace, Twisted Love. This is another series that I know is really popular and a lot of people love, but I just did not love it. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be continuing that series. And then I have a Christmas book, which is The Xmas Holidays, and then Normal People by Sally Rooney. Also hated that book. And then obviously The Summer I Turned Pretty. It is a few hours later, guys. I got cut off and then just never finished going. So I think I ended up here somewhere. I think I went through this whole shelf, but I'm sorry it's a little bit darker down here, but yeah, this is just the rest or all of my like thriller mystery books. So I don't know. I don't think any of these are like the same authors. I don't know. So The Last Word by Taylor Adams, that's one of my like all-time favorite thriller books. I love it so much. Also The House Across the Lake, that one was really good. I have a few Lucy Foley books. I'm not the biggest fan of Lucy Foley books. I just don't. I hated The Paris Apartment. The Guest List was okay, but yeah, I don't know. I've read a lot of Freida McFadden books, but the only one that I have a physical copy of is The Housemaid, and then I have the first two A Good Girl's Guide to Murder books. I still need to read the last one, but yeah, nothing like crazy going on down there. I will say I did end up fixing this series. So it was actually backwards. It went finale, legendary, Carvel, and I didn't realize until like an hour ago that it was like that. So I know some people do like top to bottom, like first book to last book, or some people do like first book to last book on top, but I personally, for all of my series, I do like the first book on top. So I ended up fixing that, and yeah, I'm just very, very happy with how it looks. That is going to be the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. These are my absolute favorite videos to watch. Like my boyfriend will walk into the living room and I'm just like constantly watching bookshelf organization videos. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am so looking forward to adding more books to these shelves and just changing them over the coming months and years. And I'm just really surprised that I filled it up as much as I did. My boyfriend, when he got home from his appointment this morning, I was like, look, like I organized it while you were gone. And he was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to buy you another bookshelf, because he was surprised that it was so filled up. But it only looks like that because there's so many decor pieces and stuff. Yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.